How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Today we're checking out Extus, Oriq, Overlord. He's a pretty cool commander. So, mainly what you want to do with him is get some creatures that have good enter the battlefield abilities, and then cast instants and sorceries so that you can use an ability from a creature, let it go to the graveyard, and then use it again by casting an instant or sorcery and getting an incidental recursion, right? You also have Awaken the Blood Avatar for when you don't have anything to sacrifice, or for when you don't have any spells, you just want to turn your creatures into graveyard fodder. We also got a chainer that's kind of nice. So chainer, one of the weirdest interactions with him that it took me a while to figure out why it was happening that way, was that he gives himself haste, and he gives your commander haste too. So he's sneakily a haste outlet, but only for your commander. He also works for things from the graveyard too, right? So let's Soul Shatter. Teleran is not what I want to see. And we'll get Chainer out. We don't really have anything to discard to him. He's just kind of the sacrificial lamb that eats the removal spell, so our commander might be okay. And if our commander is, if Chainer does stay alive, he powers up our commander, right? So by letting it attack on the turn it enters. You know, of the recent Magic sets, Strixhaven is one of the ones where I really don't know what the story is. Like, I can tell you a brief outline of, like, what happened on Kaldheim, what happened in Dominaria United, what happened War of the Spark, Ikoria, all the way back to really Ixalan. But, no clue what happened on, Strixhaven. And then next turn we can Invoke Despair. We'll have to play this as a... Well, actually, we can just play this as a black source. We can keep this as a double red source if we need it. Although we technically have double red, right? We have double red, double white. Are we going to get another Teleran? I don't think so, actually. I think what's going to happen is that they're going to pass and counter our spell. Nope, okay. It still could happen. Caves of Kolos. Wait. Oh. Why do we draw a card? Oh, because they didn't have a creature. That makes sense. So I guess they didn't have a counterspell, which is weird. The mono blue deck should always have a counterspell, right? That's what blue's about. It's all it really does. I guess it draws cards, but... Unit Diablos. Okay. Draw 2. So we get 2 counters on Ominous Seas. I do want to build around Ominous Seas again. It's a very cool card. Gonna bedevil that. And then Callous Bloodmage. Draw a card. I guess we kind of fell into our own trap there. I didn't realize they were down so low. But I guess Extus really does do a lot of damage, doesn't he? Because he is technically a 4-drop. On to game 2. But I need to get me like a dice or something so that I can set it next to my microphone and when we're on game 1, have it on 1, then turn it to game 2, and turn it to game 3, because the number of times that I am just sitting here chatting, playing away, and forget what game I'm on is honestly a little bit too high. It makes me worry for the state of my mind because I have a Dragon Ninja in my deck, okay? When you guys scroll down to the bottom of the thing, you'll see a Dragon Ninja in there, so, like, it's there, trust me. It's definitely there. And you might notice, like, a pause after this match is over. Don't think about it, don't worry about it. Nothing happened. Man, I am the best Boros deck in the format. Like, look at all this Boros. I see at least one Boros card here. Cultivate, huh? The least favorite of my Vates. No, never mind, that didn't make any sense. I suppose it seldom does, but to say I have not ooh, school. Do I want some Suntail Hawks? I kinda want some Suntail Hawks, but I don't also. So we'll skip the Suntail Hawks for now. This card is in the deck because I just find it funny. I find it very, very funny that you can pay 4 mana and get 7 1/1s in the right circumstance. And hopefully our opponent lets us get that far, but Jetmir is always a bit iffy on that front, right? Man, look at all the Boros I have. Okay. Put X. So I get one of them. I guess we're gonna do him. Look at that double team going on. I have a copy now. They can block, but doesn't matter to us. Just turned off the flipping of Legion's Landing. Unless they have a haste creature. Like, they are Naya, so they could have a haste creature. Or they could just give everything haste. That could do it too. Yeah, they still get a flip. Kinda sad. Look at me, I dealt 3 damage. Next turn, I'm gonna swing with a Burnished Hart. Yeah, I'm gonna swing with a Burnished Hart, get a copy of Burnished Hart, sacrifice a Burnished Hart. Wouldn't that be cool? It'd be the coolest. And Body Double is one of those mechanics that I just really do like. Darn, you've seen through my plan. It was never gonna work out, guys. Let's get some swaps. One, two, three, four, five, six, and our opponent still has 2 additional lands. I guess they're kind of ramping. Well, they ramped with Cultivate, but they also ramped they have Double Strike already. That's kind of scary. Does that mean we're dead? I think that means, yeah, no, those cats are 5/2s. My god, how did those cats get so swole? I guess Jetmir, they're 2/2s, and then they get +3/+0. from Jetmir. Everything else is just kind of small. That's it, opponent. You win. Congrats. I did not really want to see how much damage that was, because that's an obscene amount of damage. That's part of the reason why Jetmir is very cool. Jetmir is very cool because he's kind of a Craterhoof behemoth, really. In like a weird paradoxical way. He kind of is a paradox. He kind of is a Craterhoof behemoth. It's just instead of being 8 mana, he's 4 mana, and instead of like always winning the game when he comes down, he just most of the time wins the game when he comes down. There were definite errors in deck construction, but we're ignoring that. If an opponent, so we don't want to do this right now. I've done that before. I've played like, I'm gonna get me some lands with Gift of Estates. Rude. Listen, I had the lands. I'm not gonna lie. Counter target spell, deal 2 damage to yourself. That's quite the build you got going on. I am gonna have to kill a Clocky boy. Hey, would you look at that? The clock is dead. You know, Rusko, he went through his villain arc, but I think he's circling back around to being the good guy. Really? Oh, gods. Well, that did happen. I think they've protected the Rusko. I think the game is over. They might not have. Depending on if those last 2 cards in hand are counter spells. If you tap out a blue mana, I will be very happy. I won't be able to do anything, but I will be very happy. Because my last removal spell is 5 mana, which theoretically is fine. But it requires 4 black mana, which is practically impossible. Let's get down to Extus. Well, that wouldn't have stopped, Invoke Despair. So, pay 3 mana, draw 7. And you're not going to be able to use any of these cards. Are you also a zombie? No, you're just a human artificer. I thought Uranus Vile was a necromancer, but I might have been wrong. Of course, I don't follow any D&D content, so I guess that probably would have been a safer bet. I think we're screwed. I think Game 3 is a complete wash. GG, opponent. Although it's fun to watch clocks go. You ever sit and listen to a clock tick? It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I don't know why you would, or how you would find a clock that ticks. Those are pretty rare these days. Mainly because the digital ones are just a lot easier to use. But they don't make noise, which is possibly a downside. This one definitely makes noise. It's a tick-tick clock. You gonna attack opponent? No, they're not gonna attack. Just gonna cast spells. Although now we have an onboard option to get rid of ourselves. We just have to get down to... We need to basically lose 2 life. So if they cast 2 more instants or sorceries, we can end the game. Thank you, Shieldred. It gave me an out. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.